everyone. This is Natalia on Luxury with Natalia, and I'm delighted to be joined by a special guest in Italy, out of all places, Giovanna. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Hi, Natalia. Thanks for inviting me. It's good. It has been a crazy couple of weeks, but fine.
Fine, yeah. Under pressure is an
Yes,
understatement, right?
definitely. I think this is the best song that we can hear every single day.
For sure. But you're still smiling, and that's always a positive. Now, Giovanna, tell us a bit more about what you do, because you are very much well known in the wedding industry. And for the audience that might not know you, and that's a shame on them if they don't, give us a little elevator pitch of who you are.
So I'm Giovana Duailibe. I'm former wedding planner, but now I'm retired wedding planner because I work for wedding planners. I have founded in 2015 a online community for wedding planners, and the idea is to bring them together so they can create more business opportunities between them, like international opportunities. And it's a community-based plan. We chat a lot. We have members from 36 countries so far. It's a lot of people. And I think this is the best example that we can give, like, how to be surrounded by people that think alike and have then face the same problems in the middle of the crisis that we are living now. And even though we have been like suffering a lot, and the wedding industries have been suffering a lot, I see members and myself always like daily trying to solving problems together and find solutions and create new business opportunities, because we'll have weddings forever. So we just need to figure out what do we have to do now,
Yeah.
so we can move forward. And it needs to be good for everybody. So yeah, I believe wedding creators, it has been like an amazing journey so far. I love it.
Amazing. And yeah, that's my second hat. I'm also a wedding planner. And I learned of your platform in the early days of when I started out. And it was very helpful to me. So kudos, and great spirit going on there. And then going back to sort of when the challenge happened, when the COVID-19 really kicked off, and you were in the epicenter of it all, being
Yes.
in the European side, of course. So you quickly grabbed that opportunity. How come you decided to do that? Did you not think maybe you have fears? Oh, is this like, am I going to be perceived negatively, by media that I'm grabbing it?
No, actually, Natalia, I always think that if we're going to do something by heart that we truly believe in it, there is no way it's gonna be wrong. So probably I'm gonna find someone that needs that. So the idea was 3 weeks ago, I think 3 to 4 weeks ago, when we are like really hard here in Italy, I decided to open a group on Facebook, because I work just for wedding planners, with wedding planners. And I would love to connect not just wedding planners, but also vendors and clients and couples that were facing all of these by themselves, because we know that the wedding industry is strong, there's a lot of money involved, but we still have a lot of people that doesn't have access to that or doesn't have a wedding planner. And my idea was to put everything in the same bowl and say, okay, we are all humans, we need to fix that together, we need to figure out how to make this happen together. And with that in mind, we opened the program. It's called Heaps on the Way, where couples that don't have wedding planners, they can reach us out, and we're gonna give their information to a wedding planner in their country, and they're gonna work together for free as consultation. So what should I do now? First thing, to do, first, second thing to do, like read your contract. So it has been great. And with that, we sent to our friends on the press, and we were featured in the Note, I think 2 times or 3 times already, Glamour and Green Wedding Shoes. So, and they are promoting the program as well. I don't believe, I'm super afraid sometimes of doing my crazy ideas, I have to be honest, but I really think that we have to put the fear by our side, but we need to drive.
He's got to do it. Yeah.
So that's it. I think by fear, we stay just at home watching Netflix. This is not something that I believe in it. We need to change the world, and to do that, we need to do with fear or without fear. Doesn't matter.
And together as a community.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And this is something that I've been getting my guests on, like you and Natalia, to talk about, is how this downtime is actually not the time that you're supposed to sit back and relax and think, okay, when it's over, I get back into the swing, because things will not be the same as before.
No.
And now is the time to do the trainings, to do the reaching out to your contacts, building relationships, being there for the other, because at the end of the day, they will remember you by it, right?
Definitely, definitely. And another thing, I really see the industry as getting a wave of course, we have now a lot of people like Together Stronger, etc. But we're gonna struggle financially. So if we don't start doing something now, there's no magic. You're not gonna get something 6 months from now if you don't start doing something now.
Right.
So I've been like, my daily mantra is, okay, it's okay to not be okay. If I need that time to myself and just watch Netflix, it's okay. But I cannot allow myself to go in a depression mode, because it's scary. I have 2 kids at home. So, and I'm in Italy. We are now for 42 or 43 days on lockdown. And my son is 18. Like, can I go out? No, you cannot. So if I allow my brain and my mindset to go in depression mode, it's gonna be awful for the whole family, for my work. So we need to exercise. We need to try to do things that we're not used to do. If you are not used to work at home, I don't know, just create something different. Just go read a book. But we need to do something now, because there's no magic.
And that's cool, because on your platform you encourage that as well. You do some, you mentioned before, some Zumba classes, and some like painting courses and things. So it's to keep you occupied, and also to relate with other people who are in the same situation, to say, I'm there for you, and we're in this together, and we will come out of this stronger. And that
Definitely.
is key.
Yes, definitely, especially because I was talking to you before. I'm super concerned about mental health, because it's important. We work under pressure a lot, like not just now, but being a wedding planner in the wedding industry and photographer, florist, it's a one-time moment. You don't have like a second chance. You don't have like, no, let's try again, kiss again. No. It's a pressure. So when everything started and we were like the elders in Italy, I was like, okay, now I need to face that. I have more experience on that. And I need to, at the time that they are facing my first week, my second week, I need to give them something to stress relief. Like Zumba class, we are doing like once a week virtual parties. So they are grabbing their family, we're dancing, and everybody on Zoom. It's something different that we need to do, not just talk about work, talk about COVID. Like if you're talking just about bad things, it's hard on our health. It's not easy. So yeah, we have to be creative. I think this is the magic in the whole situation. We need to be creative.
Yeah, and your platform also, the look and the design, it's very much refreshing. It's got nice and fresh colors, very bold and nice typeface. I love it. It's such a perfect example of being with the times. I mean, when you think weddings, you think fluffiness and all that romance, and
this is not for me.
Exactly. And that's also how my Riviera weddings is standing out, is that I'm totally against, no, I'm not against it, but I'm in my design work, it's totally not my thing. So same thing, very simple, modern.
Yes, I think we have, as I told you, we have wedding planners from 36 countries, for example, from Vietnam to Mexico, Italy to Argentina. And of course, all of them, they have their own branding, and I super respect on that. But I really like to work on something that it's different. So if I'm gonna be like an association or a community, I don't want to be okay. I'm not sure what belief is. Belief is super clear. You know that we are crazy. We are the ones that are creating free projects, and people are like, "But I'm working for free." Yes, because couples need that. And if you don't have couples, we don't have wedding industry, so it you know, like, so I'm okay to be the crazy lady.
Keep
That's okay.
Absolutely. And it was refreshing because yesterday I was so surprised. Well, this morning when I woke up, I got an inquiry for
Which is
October,
amazing.
right? And I posted it on the community platform. And
Yes.
I'm like, I want to see who else is maybe in the same boat because I love that we don't just talk about negatives or solutions. There's also a
Uh-huh.
bit of positiveness because we need that.
There
And
has to be, yes.
yeah, and who knows what will happen by October or even earlier, but at least that's also a good sort of source of refreshment and positivity for the future, right?
Yes, this is a point. That's why I'm telling you that we need to start working now, because we cannot, like, we don't have the right to, you know, you, for new couples or people that were engaged now on, I don't know, New Year's Eve or Valentine's Day in February. No, no, we're not going to talk to you now because we are suffering. No, let them dream, let them book
Right.
their weddings, you know, like, this shall pass, this is not forever.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to focus on them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to talk about good things, otherwise you're going to go crazy and it's going to be hell, like Will Smith in The Legend, like in the
Yay!
middle of New York without anybody. No.
This is your chance to do it. I also saw some weddings that did take place with the masks and very confined and social distancing with Zoom used for the family who couldn't make it. But, you know, love goes on. And I think that's the
Yes,
key message. Love will persist and we are there to help them. And we just need to fit in together and come up with a solution. So
definitely.
wanted to ask you, like, what are the three things that are, from your perspective, important for couples getting married? What do they need to know now? Like, to,
Well, if they already have their wedding booked, it's important to talk to their wedding planner. If they don't have one, there are a lot of wedding planners that are willing to help and make sure they have the budget right and talk to the vendors, because it's something that we need to face it. If couples that have their wedding already booked don't, like, still pay their vendors, the wedding industry will suffer more. Anyway, it's a huge problem,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be everything okay. It's everybody willing to be flexible more than ever. I think this is not something that will, like, uh, I don't know, make bad for them.
Mhm.
Anyway, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. If you're in the middle of the crisis as a couple, it's gonna be okay. If you're getting married, just engaged and it didn't start yet, just start your planning. Like, go to Pinterest, open a board, hire a wedding planner now so they can help you as well to find your vendors in the future. Of course, now is the time to stay at home, so be creative, like, try to figure out what your dream wedding, visually, places, if a destination, come to Italy, it's going to be beautiful here, you know, like, go to Mexico, go to France, and don't dream short, dream big, keep dreaming big, because this shall pass. I think this is the best thing.
Sure, amazing. And what has been like the number one concern for wedding planners in the heyday when it all kicked off?
Definitely be proactive to their clients. I've seen a lot of wedding planners, most of them actually, like, stop everything that they were doing and, okay, how can I help my clients?
Mm.
And, you know, like, reschedule venues and put everything together and try to combine agendas, like vendors, still on budget, make the best out of the situation for couples. So I'm totally against, if you go to our branding and social media, you see that I'm against the wedding planner, like, fairy godmother. I truly don't believe in that. I think this is a big BS. And I'm sorry, but yes, it is. We are not fairy godmothers on anybody. We are the best professional, like, rational and emotional that a couple can have for their wedding.
Yeah.
So I've seen wedding planners doing that, like, beautifully. You know, like, working with budget, work with contracts, working with agendas, crisis management. So if you don't have a wedding planner yet, and if you're getting married, you need to have a wedding planner.
Yeah.
There are a lot of wedding planners for all types of budgets, all types of weddings. If you're having an elopement, you're gonna find a wedding planner for that. You're gonna have a 1,000 guests wedding, you're gonna have a wedding planner for that. So yes, being a wedding planner now is a challenge time, but I think it's the best opportunity that we have to make people understand that we don't just hold bride's dress or stupid stuff like that.
Movies. Yeah.
No. That belt doesn't exist. We have a full suitcase, huge suitcase, by the way. So
I love it. Absolutely cool. So my last question would be sort of as your wedding planner hat from back in the day, what has been the most amazing, like memorable wedding that you had to plan and put into place?
oh boy, okay. So let's see. I had a wedding plan. I have a wedding that I planned in Brazil because I was already planning in Brazil. And then when I moved to New York, I thought in my mind that I would like, okay, let's work as wedding planner in New York. And didn't work. Like I did, I think, 2 or 3 weddings there. And then I found Belief. So back in Brazil, I did a wedding for 500 guests, and the bride was super. They had a lot of money, and she was like, "Oh, but the flower that my grandmother had in her, I don't know, garden was, I don't know how to say in English, hortensia. It's like gardenia. I don't know the name. And I know, but it's not fancy enough for my wedding." And I was like, "But it's your favorite flower. It brings your memory. Why you don't gonna use it?" No. So anyway, we did like the sweets table, and the background of the table was like all the huge wall with those flowers and roses. And when she entered with her grandmother, and they cried a lot, and it makes me emotional still until today, because I don't believe you have to have. You need to have something for a wedding. What you need to have is the person who you're going to get married, and that's it. That's why elopements exist. But other than that, you need to bring your memories to your wedding. So if there's a flower that you like it and you believe that's not blah, 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 if it's good for you, it's good for you. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, I'm not going to play that song because maybe, no. If it's something that you're going to feel good, go for it.
If you're great, right?
Yes, like this is kind of a cliche, like cheesy, but it's true. I don't believe in weddings that you need to have that. You need to, but maybe now you need to have a wedding planner because.
Just that.
But like I really struggle as a wedding planner in my past because no, you need to have mirrors. No, you don't. You just don't. You just have to have the person that you love, and that's it.
Yeah.
So go for it for your crazy dress. Go for it for your crazy decor. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to talk what you want, because sometimes we go like just too forward with Pinterest, and this is not you. And
copying what others have done, and the pressure of, but what will other people say? Family say, whatever, it's your day, take the advantage, because it only happens once.
Definitely. Definitely. We need to go with that idea in mind.
Yes. Or for our sake, business is good when it happens twice. No, I'm joking.
You can do the sisters, brothers, and cousins, and that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So if anyone wants to hook up with the wedding platform as a couple or a vendor, where do they go?
Well, they can find us on our website, is beliefweddingcreators.com. You can find us on social media, Belief Wedding Creators as well. And we are actually all over the places: Facebook, Twitter, Press. If you Google us, probably gonna find something. But feel free to reach me out if you want something. If you need something, let me know. If you're a bride or groom and you don't have a wedding planner, we still have the Help is on the Way program open for you, that wedding planners are offering consultation for free to help you now. And I think that's it. I'm super, you know me, just send me a message and we're gonna find out a time and an agenda so we can chat. Definitely.
very open. Absolutely. Cool. Thank you so much, Giovana. And
Thank you.
this has been a wonderful chat, and this is another episode with Luxury with Natalia, and more episodes coming future. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.